I just wanted to take a wee bit of your time today and look at Dreamworks dragons, dragon riders, Snotlout, and Hookfang.
But we totally know we're here to look at me because I'm totally awesome.
Yeah, you tell him, Hookfang. Going backwards, here is the Dreamworks dragons, Snotlout, and Hookfang dragon riders in their package as they would appear on store shelves. Looks like Snotlout is on this side of the package. Last time Hiccup was on that side of the package, I think, and I believe Astrid is on that side of the package. Those are probably some of the most useless facts I've ever talked about. Again, the open box design gives you a chance to mess around with your dragon and make sure he is all together and not broken. However, when you order these online like I did, you really have no choice. On the back of the box, we have a great image of Snotlout and Hookfang flying about with the racing stripes Toothless and Hiccup in the background, and Astrid and Stormfly as well. Fly into battle. Vikings can ride any dragon. One of the benefits of these new minifigures is the way they can share and mismatch different dragons. So out of the package we have the totally redesigned Hookfang figure, and I don't know, the more I'm playing with these, the more I actually like these a lot. And the reason being is that they're just a good size to fit in the palm of your hand with the rider, and we'll see him in a minute. For some reason, the fact that they're squished up a little bit, and the wings are a little squished up, and the head is oversized, almost like the baby dragons in How to Train Your Dragon 2, which I kind of forgot to mention on last time, but the fact that they are smooshed up and smaller, I just have a little more fun time with them. I don't know why. Now, I really like the originals, of course, as well, but I really like these too. So it's just hard for me to be negative about anything. So here's the figure of Hookfang, and he is pretty cool. He's very bright red, as you can see, a little bit of translucent in the wings again, and you can almost see a little bit of red paint on him, perhaps. Maybe that's just the impression of these scales. Oh, well, I think there's a little dark paint on here too, so there is some paint going on. He's got a saddle chair up here. He's got really soft spike horns going down the back here, and we've got a really cool face going on with this guy. I do really like the overall character that they're pulling from these a little bit larger heads than normal. Feels like the show again, how the dragons are always kind of pointing their head into the camera when they're doing their thing. Doesn't look like there's really wires in the tails of these new dragons. This one almost looked like there'd be articulation with this line here, but it's probably just a glue spot, so nothing there to really do some stuff with. Also, we've got two adjustable feet here, articulated. Not much to really do though. It's kind of funny with him, feeling like he's missing some arms now. Usually Hookfang has such great wings that they kind of make up for his arms, but this time now we just kind of have these stumpy chicken legs going on. Kind of feels like Stormfly in some way. We have an action feature. Guess what it is? It is a projectile. Woo! Didn't see that coming. Oh, way too often with the projectiles, unfortunately. And unfortunately, it's really obvious in his mouth, this huge tube set up in there. I kind of wish they had done something different. They should have put a lighter in him and had him shoot real fire. I'd like to see that get by the toy sensors. Anyhow, you pop that in there and you press down his head, and he shoots at a pretty good distance, probably 6 to 10 feet when you're all said and done. Maybe if you shoot it off a balcony, a 10-story balcony, you might be able to shoot it down 10 stories too, but I won't recommend that. So here is the new Snotlout action figure for the Dragon Riders to go along with Hiccup and Astrid. Much more simpleized, if you've noticed from before on Hiccup. Almost like an Imaginext figure or another younger audience toy figure. But that's okay. I really don't mind these now the more that I look at them, because DreamWorks characters are already pretty over-exaggerated, so why not have that in toy form as well? Pretty simple though on articulation. We have rotating arms, rotating waist, and both arms rotate, of course. They hold their weapons pretty good, by the way, and rotating head. So he looks pretty good overall, and I'm okay with the fact that they've changed him up now, and it's kind of neat that you can have them ride different dragons.
Take this, Snotlout! Whoa, that's pretty crazy.
And here's a quick comparison with him and the Snotlout from How to Train Your Dragon 2. Obviously a little more realistic figure from the series, but has some issues as well with arms kind of being stuck under that shawl of fur. So really, figures with this show I'm done. Saddling up your Dragon Rider is easier than ever on this guy. Real simple. We've got a chair and we even got foot pegs for him, and he's just going to slide down right on top. So easy. So much better than what we've had to deal with before, and the leg slots really makes this toy a lot faster and quicker to get into play. And he fits and is scaled pretty well to this funky dragon of Hookfang. And again, you can flip him upside down and hold him pretty well. So that's really enjoyable. A quick side-by-side of Dragon Rider's Hookfang with Dragon's 2 Hookfang. If you think this is a monstrous nightmare proportions, then check out this guy. In some ways, he's all over the place as well. I guess they've never really been able to balance the figure with the dragon now looking at these together. At least in this version, they're a little more playful and stylized in how they're working together, whereas this one feels like an enormous man is choking the heck out of poor Hookfang up here, and will probably have to have several neck surgeries to support this guy any further. Here's a quick side-by-side of Hookfang and Toothless from the same Dragon Riders series. You can see how they're all really getting close to scale and size with this series. Not huge differences like we've seen before with really long tails or wingspans and all that. So it really makes it much easier to display these guys and play with these guys in each hand. There you go. You can do a lot more fun with that. So that's one of the really big reasons I like these guys. So that is the great Dragon Riders Snotlout and Hookfang, a pretty good update to the Dragon's toy line if you're into updates and different things. Again, I'm really enjoying this series because of their size, being able to place them into your hand and goof around with them a little easier, display them easier, they just don't take up as much space, and the fact that you can buy a dragon with the figure is so much more smart than having to look for each one separately. So, until next time, that's what I have to say about that.
Come on, Hookfang, you're totally stealing the camera. The camera needs to be on me, please. Ugh.
Thanks for watching Squirrel Stampede.
Hey, Puke Face, how about one more time for the camera? Alright, Booger Breath, here we go. Hammer hit.